Forgot all about this.
What is it, Mr. Benny?
What is it? It's only the greatest song ever written.
Really? Who wrote it?
I did.
Gee, I never knew you wrote a song.
Yeah, it was about 15 years ago. Gee, I remember I was on radio at the time, and one night I was in bed. I couldn't sleep, you know, and I was just tossing around, so I got this inspiration. I went over to the piano. It took me about 10 or 15 minutes, and I got this whole idea for this song. Oh, it's a beautiful ballad, you know. It's all about a girl breaking up with her fella and everything, and it's a torch song, you know.
Oh, what's the title of it?
The title is When You Say I Beg Your Pardon, Then I'll Come Back to You. Beautiful.
When you say I beg your pardon, then I'll come back to you.
Yeah, gosh. I don't know, they don't write titles like that anymore.
They never did.
Thank you. But you know, this title tells the whole story, and it's a beautiful lyric. Gee, I hope I can remember the melody. Wait till I sing this to you. It's just beautiful. Now listen to this. When you say I beg your pardon, then I'll come back to you. When you ask me to forgive you, I'll return. Like the swallows at Serrano, return to Capistrano. For you, my...
Mr. Benny.
For you, my heart...
Wait a minute.
What?
Mr. Benny, the swallows from Serrano?
Yes, Serrano. That's a small town in Italy. See, I had to get a town, you know, that rhymed with Capistrano.
Yes, but how can the swallows fly all the way from Italy back to Capistrano?
Well, I don't know. I couldn't have them come from Stockton or Pismo Beach. Now, listen, I want you to hear the finish of this. The finish of this is just beautiful. When you say that you are sorry, then I will understand. Neath the harvest moon, we'll pledge our love anew. So my... Where you get this part? Oh, this part. So my darling, though we've parted, come back to whence we started. And sweetheart...
Whence?
Yes, whence. That's a poetic form of the word where. Whence. Now get this finished. Come here. So, my darling, though we've parted, come back to whence we started. And sweetheart, then I'll come back to you.
I'll say one thing for the song. If it does nothing more than open windows, it's worth it.
Yeah, well, that was just a coincidence, you know. Say, do me a favor, will you?
Yes.
Now, I've only got one copy, and I need about 6 more, so will you fix them up after lunch?
Well, Mr. Benny, if you don't mind, I'd rather do it before I eat.
Good. The sooner the better. Yes. Go right ahead.
Mr. Benny's office. Oh, yes, just a minute. It's your director.
Oh. Yeah, Freddie. What do you want? No, I haven't been able to get a clearance yet, but I've asked Dmitri Tiomkin to come over to my house tonight. You know, he lives right close by, and I'm sure I'll get a clearance then. Yeah. Okay, so long.
Is something wrong?
No, but you know, in a few weeks, we're going to do a Western sketch, you see, and I wanted to get the music from High Noon to use as our background. And naturally, I thought the best thing to do would be to get permission from the man who wrote it, Dmitri Tiomkin.
Oh, he's a great composer.
Oh, great. Are you kidding? One of the greatest composers and one of the greatest arrangers in show business. And oh, for heaven's sakes, why didn't I think of it?
Think of what?
That's all my song needs. A Dmitri Tiomkin arrangement. It'll be great. My song will finally be a hit.
What? Do you think he'll do it?
Oh, he'll love the opportunity. I know he will. Gee, I hate to do this to Cole Porter, but after all, Dimitri is a neighbor, you know. I'm going to ask him anyway when he gets here. When you say I beg your pardon, then I'll come back to you. Hello, Rochester.
Oh, hello, boss. How did everything go at the office?
Oh, just wonderful. And look what I found while I was rummaging through my desk. Do you remember a song that I wrote about 15 years ago called When You Say I Beg Your Pardon, Then I'll Come Back to You?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm going to revive it.
You're gonna what?
You heard me. I'm going to revive it.
I don't think you can. That song went down for the 4th time.
All right, look, I know when I wrote it, maybe I had nothing then. I might have been way ahead of my time. But I'll prove it to you when Dmitri Tiomkin gets here.
Dimitri to whom, Ken?
Tiomkin. He's only the man that wrote the most wonderful tunes for pictures like The High and the Mighty, Friendly Persuasion, The Alamo, High Noon, and The Guns of Navarone. He wrote all of those. And even though he's coming here for something else, I'm going to ask... Hey, maybe that's him now.
No, boss. That's the back door.
Oh. Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful if Mr. Tiomkin liked my song? Gosh, he might even write a picture about it.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Wilson.
Well, how are you, Rochester?
When I heard the bell ring, I thought it was Dimitri Tiomkin.
Dmitri Tiomkin? What's he coming here for?
Oh, he's coming here to talk to me about Mr. Benny, and while he's here, Mr. Benny's going to ask you to make an arrangement of a song he wrote.
Oh, Mr. Benny wrote a song?
About 15 years ago. It's called When You Say I Beg Your Pardon, Then I'll Come Back to You.
Well, it's a pretty corny title. Is the song any good?
I'll say we haven't had a fly in the house since he wrote it.
Oh, hello, Don.
Oh, hello, Jack. Rochester was just telling me you're thinking of reviving a song you wrote.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, Don. I wrote a song about 15 years ago. And it's beautiful. It's a ballad. You know, it's sort of a torch song. And it's the most beautiful ballad you've ever heard. Wait, I want you to hear the lyrics of it in case you forgot. It's just, you know, it's one of those songs it's called When You Say I Beg Your Pardon, Then I'll Come Back to You. I want you to hear it. Listen to it.
All right.
When you say I beg your pardon, then I'll come back to you. When you ask me to forgive you, I'll return. Like the swallows at Serrano, return to Capistrano. For you, my heart will...
Jack, just a minute. Serrano?
Yes, Serrano. That's a town in Italy, you see? And I had to make it rhyme with Capistrano.
But look, Jack, how can the swallows fly all the way back from there?
Well, Don, I'll prove to you that it's not impossible. Now, you'll admit, Serrano is near Milan.
That's right, yeah.
And Milan is very close to Venice, right? Venice is right near Santa Monica. I can fly from Santa Monica to Capistrano. So shut up. Wait a minute, what's going on?
Look, mister, we can't work with this down there. She makes us nervous.
Well, put her in the yard, then.
Okay, watch it, Charlie.
Don't put her in the wishing well. She eats the penny.
Jack, what in the world?
Don, stop picking on every line of the song. Let me finish it so you'll get the whole effect.
All right,
now
Jack,
get this finished. When you tell me that you're sorry, then I will understand. Neath the harvest moon, we'll pledge our love anew. Our love anew. Get this finished. So, my darling, though we've parted, come back to whence we started.
Whence?
Yes, whence. That's a poetic form of the word where. wins.
Well, I know that, Jack, and I'm sorry, but continue.
I'm not going to continue. You would know a good song if you heard it anyway. You just came here to bother me. Now get out.
Right, then I'll go.
Go. No, he's wasting a good song on you.